The change you want to see within the society, it all starts with you and what you're teaching your children at your household level. Hello, good people. This is Stella, your host on the Family Enrichment Hub, your center for family learning and for growth. Thank you for keeping it with the hub and for promoting the content that is shared in this place on a regular basis. I truly appreciate you. Today, I want to be speaking about another virtue that I believe every parent, every caregiver, every guardian needs to instill within their children at the household, and that is the virtue of integrity and truth. In a society where corruption and moral decay have become a normalized way of life, the virtue of sincerity, of honesty, and truth has become a very, very scarce thing in our society, and children have not been spared because, like they rightly say, monkey see, monkey do. Children replicate the behaviors, the mannerisms, the virtues that they see displayed at the household level. So in essence, the way we carry ourselves within our homes as parents, it has to be very deliberate because we are setting standards. We are setting the foundation for the way our children are going to carry themselves within the society. What they see you do within your household, that's exactly what they are going to reproduce in their own lives, in their work life, and within the societies where they are living and interacting with people. And like they say, you really cannot give what you don't have. You cannot do what you don't have on the inside of you. So what is integrity? Integrity really speaks to a virtue of doing the right thing consistently. Integrity speaks to matching your words and your actions. Integrity speaks to being honest and sincere in every situation, whether it's popular or it's not popular, whether you're being watched or you're not being watched. That is the virtue of integrity that we need to instill within our children. Allow me to share some things that we need to be mindful of, to pay attention to when we start to teach our children what it means to walk in honor, to walk in integrity, to walk in sincerity. How are our phone mannerisms as parents? How do we speak to people on the phone? Do you lie about everything and anything just because the other person on the other side of the phone cannot verify the facts that you're sharing with them? Remember, your children are listening to you, the way you speak to people on phone, and they will replicate exactly what you're showing them. Do you lie about your presence at home when visitors have come and you quickly rush to tell the children, go and tell the visitor I'm not around? Your children are listening and they are observing and they are picking cues on how they themselves will behave basing on what you're showing them. Do you manipulate water and electricity connections in your household just so you can evade paying your bills on a regular basis? Your children are watching you and they're going to do exactly what you're showing them. Do you lie to your boss about being sick just so you can run your personal errands or alternative activities? And I've heard and seen many times people lying even about their relatives. You kill your relatives every other time just because you want to dodge and avoid certain responsibilities that are before you. Your children are watching and they are listening to you and they will reproduce exactly what you have shown them. Do you return excess taxi fares when errors have happened? And then for those of us who many times have received mobile money credits on our phones in error, are you quick to run and withdraw that money? Or do you first cross-check the facts and find out, was this money really for you or it was wrongly directed to you? Your children are watching you and exactly what you're doing, that's what they are going to replicate. And for those of us who have fuel benefits in our offices, I see how many people actually manipulate those fuel receipts for their increased personal benefit beyond the benefit that already has been given to you. Your children again are watching you and they will reproduce exactly what you're showing them. Do you lie and cheat to your spouse while your children are listening and watching you? Your children are seeing the way you're behaving between the two of you, and in the future they will do exactly what they have seen you show them as the way. Look at the way teachers sometimes behave when examinations are happening. I have heard stories of teachers running up and down to manipulate examinations, to cheat for their learners, just so their school can emerge as the top, just so they can emerge as the winning teacher in a particular subject. Remember, these learners are watching you, and after you have done this, you'll again go back to class and you will be teaching them to be faithful, to be sincere, not to be thieves, when actually you are the first thief as a teacher who is practicing that kind of behavior. And then also for those who have forged academic documents, your children are watching you. And when their time comes, they will also forge bigger and more important things in their spaces of work. I once saw a scenario actually while I was working in Stanbic Bank many years ago, where the bank just did a verification activity for all their employees just to be sure that people actually have the qualifications that they are purporting to have. And it was amazing. The discovery was so unfortunate that so many of our colleagues were caught up in forgeries, and what they had presented as their qualifications were actually non-existent qualifications. You don't want that to happen to you or to your child. And remember this, that every tree will always bring forth its kind. Like you hear, they say, like father, like son, like mother, like daughter. Every parent is going to bring forth exactly what they have modeled within their family. And they also rightly say that the apple fruit does not fall very far away from the tree. So what your children are seeing you do, that's exactly what they are going to pick on. They're not going to pick on behaviors from the neighborhood. They are going to pick on behaviors and mannerisms that you have showed them right from within the house. And I want to pose a question of reflection here for all of us. Would you be proud as a parent if your child reproduced your character, your behavior, and your mannerisms in their own life? If it is yes, I guess you're proud of what you're doing, and you're probably doing a great job in the life of your child. If you wouldn't want your child to reproduce your life, then you're probably not even certain of your personal moral standing. Like I mentioned in our introduction, the change you want to see within the society, it starts at home. It starts with the way you carry yourself as a parent. It starts with the behaviors that you're showing to your child. Scripture teaches us in the book of Proverbs chapter 11 verse 3 that the integrity, the sincerity and truth of the upright will always lead and guide their way, but crookedness will always destroy the way of the wicked. May we raise up children who are going to replicate virtue, honesty, sincerity, and integrity in their lives, in their families, and in the societies where we are going to send them to live and work. Allow me to conclude with this. Virtue begins from home. Teach your children to be honest and sincere in all dealings. This is how they will attract the favor and blessings of God to be able to bring the transformation that we so badly need within our society. Thank you, friends, for listening in. Kindly share widely, for this is how we shall transform our society through the family. God bless you. Catch you in 2 weeks' time again. Bye.